Okay, continuing question 3 onwards. Hopefully can finish all of it one shot lah. Okay, so frequency is 46 Hertz. Wavelength is 1.7 meters. What is the speed? So this is going back to the same like question 1. They've already given you the frequency and the wavelength. So very directly, you can find that question 3 is, okay, frequency is 46 Hertz and wavelength is 1.7 meters. So my speed equals to V equals to F times lambda. F is 46 Hertz. Lambda is 1.7 meter. Okay. Then again, 46 times 1.7 is 78.2. 78.2. Length unit is meter. Time unit is per second. This is your speed of the wave for question 3. Question 4. Okay, a wave is traveling at 230 meter per second. So when they say traveling at this, what do you think this is? If it's meter per second, remember it's the same like this one. So they have given you the speed of the wave. Question 4 is already giving you speed, and now they're giving you wavelength. What is the frequency? Okay, this is the same like question 2. Okay, you are given V equals to 230 meter per second. Wavelength is 2.1 meters. Okay, frequency is V divided by lambda. If you can't remember how we got this formula, look back at the previous video I've shown. Okay, frequency equals to V divided by lambda. V is 230 meter per second. Lambda is 2.1 meters. So again, 230 divided by 2.1 is 109. Okay, there's a lot of decimal places, so whenever you have this for physics or maths, they will normally always ask you to leave it in 2 decimal places. So that would be 109.52. I'll be writing it here, 109.52. What unit am I putting? You see, meter, cancelled. All I have is per second, which is Hertz. And that is how you give the frequency for question 4. Question 5. Okay, a wave with a frequency 500 Hertz is traveling at a speed of 200 meter per second. This question is different. Okay, they have given you the frequency is 500 Hertz and they have given you speed is 200 meters per second. Okay, or you would write it as 200 meter per second, same thing. Now the question is different because they've given you frequency, but they want you to find wavelength. So you're going to do the same thing like earlier. You have this formula to start with. Now instead of finding frequency, you want wavelength, means you have to get rid of the frequency. So this is the same thing, frequency times wavelength, right? So if you want to get rid of the frequency, what do you have to do? Divide it by frequency, because then you will cancel it out. So if you divide one side by frequency, the other side must also divide by frequency. What do you have? V over F is equals to lambda. That means that wavelength is equals to speed divided by frequency. Alright, so since I have my formula already, I can put in the values that I have here. Speed is 200 meter per second. Frequency is 500 Hertz. Okay, so first thing, 200 divided by 500. Okay, 0.4. Now what is the unit for wavelength? Remember, wavelength is a length unit. So it's usually in meter, centimeter, micrometer, however long, okay? And this one, Hertz, is per second, remember? So Hertz and per second are the same thing. They have cancelled each other out. So all you have left is meter. So your wavelength is 0.4 meters. And that is question 5. Okay, going to question 6. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Question 6. A wave has a frequency of 540 Hz, traveling at 340 meter per second. What is the wavelength? This is the same like question 5. They're giving you frequency and speed. So, question 6. Frequency given. Frequency is 540 Hz. And speed is 340 meter per second. My wavelength is, what is the formula here? Speed divided by frequency, which is 340 meter per second divided by 540 Hertz. This is the same thing that's cancelled out. 340 divided by 440. Okay, so again, so many decimals, so I take the first two decimals, 0.63. 0.63 meters, because per second and per second has been cancelled out. Question 7. A wave has a wavelength 125 meters, moving at a speed of 20 meters. So speed is 20 meters, wavelength 125. What is the frequency? Okay, given wavelength is 125 meters. Speed is 20 meters per second. Okay. What is the frequency? What's the formula for frequency, guys? Don't forget, this is for wavelength. Frequency you found earlier is this one. Speed divided by wavelength. So it is speed divided by wavelength. 20 meter per second divided by 125 meters. Okay, 20 divided by 125, I have 0.16. Meter and meter cancel out. I have per second, which is for frequency, remember the name of the unit? Hertz. Okay, you must change it to Hertz for frequency. That is the SI unit for it. Okay, the scientific unit. Question 8. Question 8. A wave has frequency 900, wavelength 200. What is the speed? This is going back to the same as question 1. Finding what is your speed. Speed is frequency times wavelength. Frequency they have given in the question is 900 Hertz. Wavelength they have given is 200 meters. So 900 times 200, 180,000. Let's double check. 900 times 200, 180,000. What is the unit? Length first, meter. Hertz is per second. So you can leave your answer like this. If a question asks you to change this answer to a standard form, then they will have 1.8 times. So 1.8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 10 power 5 meter per second. This is if they ask you to change it to standard form. Okay, now let's go on to the last two questions. Question 9. Question 9 gives you a wavelength of 0.5 meters and a frequency of 120 Hertz. What is the speed of the wave? Okay, so the speed of the wave is F times lambda. Same formula again and again. You must memorize this because it will not be given in your exams. This is one of the basic formulas in physics that you have to memorize. 120 times 0.5. It's half, so 60. 60. Okay? You have 60 meters per second. Question 9. Done. The speed of the wave. Last question. Question 10. Okay, question 10 sounds a bit complicated, but it's still the same thing. Radio waves travel at a speed. So the keyword there, speed, is given 300 billion meters per second. Okay, and this radio channel WFNX broadcast radio waves at a frequency of 101,700,000 Hertz. So what is the wavelength of the waves. Now, they've already given you speed. It's the same thing. Don't be scared by a bigger number. Given speed is 300, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 meter per second. A lot of numbers, a lot of zeros. And frequency is 101,700,000 hertz. Okay, remember hertz is the same as per second. So what is my wavelength? Wavelength is speed divided by frequency. If you can't remember, go back to question 5 to see how we got that formula. Okay, then you're gonna divide the whole thing. Okay, this will be fun to type out here. Okay, so we have 2.95. Remember, round up to 2 decimal places. 2.95. What is my unit? Wavelength is a length unit. The length unit here is meters. Okay, remember hertz and per second have been cancelled out. So what you have left is meter, and that is the end of practice 1.